You're listening to the best of the Morning X, dropping back into the interview from a few moments ago. This is the original 99X.
Let's go to Serena Altschul.
All right, so here's the deal. You have a special on tonight, 10 o'clock on the MTV, called True Life, I'm a Hacker. And what is this? Did you go underground? I didn't even know there was like an underground society of computer hackers. I just thought they were. No, I mean, I knew there were hackers, but I just thought they were all working independently. I didn't know there was like an underground network of them. Well,
but the thing is, there is. I mean, and they definitely hang out together and associate together, but they're also like everywhere, and they're I'm certain that you know a number of hackers and just don't realize it. And they don't fit into that stereotype that you think, sitting in their room at home, with
dark light, red light on.
Exactly. That's just not who they are. And I'm sure some of them are still into that and the whole mystique of it. But for the most part, these are just incredibly smart, driven, motivated kids that spend a lot of time online learning how to write code, learning the language, the different computer languages, and pushing the limits of technology and the internet. I mean, it's this huge, wild frontier, cyberspace.
Now, do they come on camera with you with their face covered up or what?
No, we were concerned about that in the beginning, and a few of them were like, I won't show my face, and so we chose not to use them. And we went for the ones who said, like, I'm going to show you who I am, and this is what I do, and I'm not ashamed of it. And, in many cases, it's the first time that they've been on camera and, take us into their world, really.
Now, I'm guessing there are obviously very different levels of computer hackers.
Definitely.
I mean, there are some who maybe just hack into, the company website, and then there are probably some who, try to hack into government top secret websites.
Well, it happens all the time.
Yeah. Do you talk to that whole array?
One of the people that we profile, his hacker name, his handle is Chameleon. And when he was 15, 16 years old, he was able to go online and get into, classified military software and downloaded it. And not only that, he was approached online in one of these specialized chat rooms called IRC, and a terrorist approached him, but he didn't realize it was a terrorist. And the man approached him and said, could you sell that to me? Do you have this DoD software that controls satellite positions? And if you do, would you sell it to me? And he said, maybe I do. Or maybe I don't. He said, well, if you do, there's $2,000 in a post office box waiting for you. And he went to the post office box, he opened it, and there was the money. And he was like, holy bleep. And he went home, and I don't know, within a certain amount of hours or days, he was raided by the FBI. He woke up to a gun to his head. And he tells this whole story, and his mother was knocked down the whole nine. And he was never charged with anything, except they took all of his computer, all of his software, all of his equipment. But now, ironically, Chameleon completely, changed his ways, and he has develops, and runs his own software company that has created software to protect companies from hackers.
How do those guys decide what to hack? I mean, how do they decide what, website they're going to, if they don't have any definitive plan, like this guy's just kind of...
I think they hack into what they can. I mean, you open the doors with the keys that you have. And if you're able to get into, NASA, that's, a pretty big hack. Or if you're able to get into your school homepage, that's not such a big hack. But, that's part of the challenge for them is sort of like, how far can I go? What can I do? But I don't want you to get the perception that they're all out there trying to, do damage and take down websites, because that's not, for the most part, their intent.
Well, yeah, I was
going
to
say...
There are
a lot of kids doing that.
Yeah, I was going to say, it would seem like there are two types of hackers, those who just consider it a personal challenge to see if they can hack into a website, and then those who actually have an agenda.
Right. Actually, there are three types of hackers. They characterize themselves into three categories, but you're absolutely right. There are the ones who have an agenda and do it sort of for nefarious, monetary gain or whatever reason, and those are called black hat hackers.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why they call them hats, but that's what they do. Gray hat is sort of the ambiguous area where they may, in fact, do damage or cross the line or do something illegal. But
kind of pranksters?
But the motives are different. Like, the motive isn't to hurt anyone or to do any damage. It's really to push the limits of technology and to explore. And then white hat hackers, a group of hackers in Boston called Loft would be an example of them. And they are really there to expose flaws, point out problems.
Now, has the MTV website, to the best of your knowledge, ever been hacked?
Oh, well, I've heard about it, but some people say yes, some people say no. There's
Like
a lot
what?
of pride involved in websites.
Like what are some of the stories you've heard?
I've heard that, well, the other thing is that when a lot of hackers come together and decide that they're going to do something, they can all hack in at the same time and create what's called a denial of service, which means they're overloading the system with stuff so that nobody can get in, and the website is, in effect, just shut down.
It is kind of scary, and I was just thinking about this the other day, that I predict within the next 10 years there will be some incident that has global proportions, some type of, terroristic internet computer hacking incident that could potentially shut down, millions and millions of computers.
Well, you're absolutely right. The group that I referred to before, they're actually in the show that airs tonight at 10 p.m., and they're called Loft. They testified before Congress. They actually advised the government that not only could all of them take down the Internet in 30 minutes or less, but one of them could take down the Internet and immobilize it.
That's serious power they're sitting on. I mean,
we
they can
hear
do whatever
about,
they want.
Yeah, we hear about, the occasional, UPS had their website hacked and some guy wrote, suck me, all right, big deal.
Exactly.
But, I am fearful that something we have not yet experienced, like a major catastrophic type thing that could have global effect.
Serena has not taken the fish quiz.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, 15 seconds on the
thank
clock.
you.
Throw it up on the scoreboard. Yeah, 15 seconds, Serena.
What if I don't want to play?
You have to. Every
I'll tell you
celebrity
what.
from Dustin Hoffman to
We've had
people in the White House.
You'll
we
be
play.
great.
We've had no less than 40 people who have played this game. Only one celebrity,
40, about 60,
maybe 60.
70.
Only
Yes,
only one celebrity has ever declined, and that was
Who was
Kevin.
it?
It was Kevin Bacon. But we've had Dustin Hoffman, David.
Oh, well, maybe I
Bowie,
want to go into the ranks with Kevin Bacon.
No,
You don't want to go there.
No,
60
you'll do.
Days of Serena Altschul.
No, you're going to do well.
It's
this
real
is what
easy.
Think of a menu.
You have 15 seconds. All right, 15 seconds up on the board to name as many fish as possible. And which name as many fish as you can. Anything underwater counts. It could be a crustacean. It could be a mammal, as long as it's,
It's just
living
called the
underwater.
Fish quiz.
Okay.
And it could be things like shrimp, shark.
Yep.
Of
No,
course.
no,
Save
no
it-
que-
save it
no
for the
question.
game.
All
No
right,
question.
and it's speed. I'll tell you right now, our grand champ is Ken Block from Sister Hazel.
Really?
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Okay.
The clock is ready. On your mark, it's set. Serena Altschul, fish quiz, go.
All right, crab, lobster, shrimp, salmon, whale, dolphin, shark, bass, guppy, minnow, fluke, striped bass, sea bass, eel,
Wow.
13.
13. That's
13.
great.
Had-
was excellent,
I
Serena.
Think, I think you had shark twice, but I'll tell you what, 13 is an excellent number.
Yeah.
You may be our women's champ.
Not just music, folks.
Let me see something. There's a good possibility that you are Liz Winstead, I don't know if you know who she is, a comedy writer, used to work on The Daily Show. She had 13, but other
So
than
am I tied
that,
for first place
I
In
think
the
women?
women's, yeah, in the women's
I
on the women's
think-
tour.
on the women's tour?
Courtney Love had 12.
Oh.
Dolores O'Riordan from the Cranberries had 11. You
Very
know what?
good.
That is tied for first place in the women's division.
Thank you very much.
Very
That
good
is
work,
phenomenal.
Serena. We'll watch
So
your show
watch my
tonight.
show.
Thank you, Serena.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The best of the Morning X. 99.9.